महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि.
Brother-in-law is coming. He is external. He is not only is external, he is internal also. Why he is internal? Because you are worried about him. He is internal, he bothers you. Whoever bothers you is external and internal. Problem is, one person said, Swamiji, it is too much, the world is too much with me. I want to get away from this world. I am coming to Rishikesh. So, all right, I asked him, please come. And he came. And then he said, I can't handle this. My people I cannot handle. My in-laws I cannot handle. And the in-laws I can't handle. The laws also I cannot handle. A lot of cases are going on. And therefore, so I cannot handle all this. And come here. Okay. Then he is away. He is getting away from them. He is getting away from them because they are too much with him. So he got away from them. But when he got away from them, he bought only one ticket. He bought only one ticket and came alone. He left them. He did not bring them. He left them. But he left them because he was afraid of them. He left them, wanted to have a relief from them. And therefore, that very fear and that very need to escape from them makes them travel along with him. And they just travel with him. They are stovins. They call it stoving in stovin. And they travel Vena ticket. In his mind, they travel Vena ticket. Welcome. And you never leave the mobile. Wherever you go, you have the mobile. Mobile. You see, this is a new Bharatanatyam gesture. Where are you? New Bharatanatyam gesture. Where are you, Krishna? Krishna ni be gane baro. Krishna ni gane baro. With your mobile, you don't need anybody around you. They are all with you. The whole world is with you. Satellite is there. So it all comes from all over. So you are one mobile is enough. you get calls from all over the world. Amazing. What they have achieved within a few years, within 20 years, 10, 15 years. Amazing. The world is not the same. Only devatas you have to call now. Hi, Indra, how are you? Therefore, they are always with you. We have this great problem of internalized. This internalizing is a very interesting thing. There was these four people standing there. And one is Ram. Ram turned towards me. The other person is Shyam. Shyam turned towards me. Then third person, Kumar turned towards me. Govind turned towards me. Idiot! All the four turned towards me. Because everybody thinks perhaps I am called. This is called internalization, okay? This is internalization. நம்ம தான் கூப்பிடுறோம் போல இருக்கு. So we carry too many people inside our head. We need to unload them. Allow them to be in their own spaces. They are in their own spaces anyway. That is Ishvara Shrishti. In the scheme of things, which is Ishvara's scheme of things, which is Ishvara. There is space available for all people, and each one occupies a space meaningfully. The person is there because he has got to be there. Bhagavan is in the form of law of karma also. And therefore, everybody is there because even though you may think this fellow is redundant, he is there. Everybody has a place in the scheme of things. And certain persons, their behavior, their actions, their values are not acceptable to you. Nothing wrong. That is not wrong. So your commitment to dharma, your commitment to responsibility, you want people to be responsible. You want people to follow dharma. And this expectation is not wrong. This expectation is right. But whatever you expect need not happen. That is reality, okay? There is no right or wrong. This is the reality. Your expectation may not happen. Therefore, you want them to be like this, to be like that. And they have got their own background and their own way of behavior, they want you to be a little different, okay? So that's the reality. One is what do you want? The other is what is real. Real includes the behavior patterns of people. This is called vyavaharika. Vyavaharika means in your interaction there is some reality. So they have their own behavior patterns. And their patterns are based upon their own backgrounds. So in order to change them, you have to change their background. To change their background, you should become the mother. And that person should be the baby. Then you should bring up that person, giving a proper background. Then you can change the person, okay? That is why we cannot change anybody. You know, Swami is a happy person. Do you know why? Because I don't think I can change anybody. And I don't make an attempt to change anybody. Really, when I started a course, I didn't have any precedence. I was supposed to teach Vedanta. Vedanta people, they are taught over a period of time. And people come and sit here and then they go to 20 years, 30 years, they study. So Vedanta is not taught over a period of time. But then it was decided that we should teach Vedanta in a period of time. And then I decided, when I assumed that particular responsibility, then I thought I will just do it in 2.5 years. So I created a syllabus. And I had no precedence. I created a syllabus and then I taught, a course I taught. And when I took people for this course, I did not ask them anything else except their financial commitments. Of course, this was some kind of, they are supposed to be working for the organization and all that. It's a different type of. And I didn't ask for anything else, only financial dependence. If there are parents and they require support, and this fellow gives up and comes to me, and then I don't want to encourage that. And therefore, we wanted young people, of course, and then graduates, young people, and then naturally there should be no dependence. Then I used to look for no dependence. Then I selected. And in the hope that, in the confidence that I had, so I could change all of them. I could change. Anybody comes to, so I can teach them, I can change them, and they will all become fine. This is what I thought. Within 2 months, they changed me. They changed me. You know how did they change me? That I cannot change anybody. So they changed me. Since then, I am very happy. Because I cannot change anybody. I know this very well. I cannot change anybody. I don't want to change anybody. I just enjoy them as they are. We are just leave them alone. Let them be in their own spaces. Grow up in their own way. Each one takes his own or own time. It's like a flower bird. You provide the proper atmosphere. Give them proper understanding. Make them see things. And what takes for one to be different? What does it take? Please provide all that. Like a flower bird. You have to keep the plant going. And the bud will open. And therefore, people are outside. That's how the setup is. Let the people outside be in their own spaces. Your love will not really disturb you. Nobody is disturbed by love. Love doesn't disturb. Compassion doesn't disturb. And it doesn't disturb. It's your own fullness coming out in the form of love, understanding, compassion. But our love is controlled. I love you. Okay? Until I love you, there's no problem. Once the person says, I love you, okay? Sit down. Love is control. Love means control. People don't know what is love. It's just ridiculous. Love is control. I love you. Yes? Sit down. Why do you turn that way? I am here sitting. Look at me. Did I tell you I love you? Love means control. Sit down. Obedience. That's love. Father wants the son, daughter, to be obedient. You don't love me. Why? Because you don't listen to me. Love is control. You don't know what is love. Just love allows you to be the people in their own spaces. And you pray for them. You do what you have got to do. Let each one live and grow in his or her own space and pace. There is space. You cannot determine the pace. Like this young woman became a mother, want to do things, and asked the baby, grow up, come on. How long you will be growing up? So come on. Begin shaving. doesn't work. It has to grow in its own pace, in its own space. In its own space, because I don't want to be occupying my mind. As the child for which I have care, that care is in my mind. That doesn't really bother. Care makes you do things that have to be done. Love makes you do things that need to be done. It doesn't bother you, it doesn't irritate you. So love and care are your own fullness retained. Fullness manifest in a dynamic form. But then how they should be, this is how this person should be. Nothing wrong in explaining, in expecting, but the reality is different. And therefore, you have to let them be in their own spaces. You can't crowd your mind with them. And therefore, we have to learn how to unload them. So when we come back, we'll discuss about unloading, how to unload. We will practice that.
Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami Mahadeva Mudam Shirasa Namami Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami